Carson, how close or far do you think you guys are from, I know we've talked about this before, from starting to hit some deep shots?
I think we're right there. I think, we're each week, you have a handful of opportunities. You hit some, you don't. Last week, they made some good plays too. They got good players on defense. So there's plays that we, leave out there every week. But I feel confident in the guys that we have that those are going to come.
Where do you think the disconnect has been, or the issue?
I think first of all, I can always help out. I can always make a better throw. I can always, put it, more accurately and everything. But again, at the end of the day, those guys are there. They're paid too. They make plays on the other side of the ball, and we've just missed a couple. But again, we're confident that they'll hit soon enough.
Deshaun's been working on still, and I guess getting closer to a return. Do you still kind of throw with him every now and then to keep some sort of chemistry going, or is that something you wait until he's full?
Yeah, I'm not going to really discuss, his rehab and everything that's going on there, but I'm excited for when the opportunity comes for him to get back on the field, that he'll get out there when it's right.
You're going to have Andre Dillard at left tackle for a while, it looks like. How do you think he did in Minnesota, and how is it going to be different for you having him there instead of Jason?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I think that's a tough task to come off the bench cold like that, and not just come in and play a game, but against a really good defensive end and a couple of them. So I thought he did a great job. I have nothing but confidence in him to protect my blind side. I know we have a lot of confidence in him in the run game too. So he'll just keep getting better and better, and we all believe in him.
Carson, can you appreciate the context of this week, not only going to Dallas, but playing a division rival in the Cowboys, knowing that first place in the NFC East is on the line?
Yeah, it's always exciting. Every time we play Dallas, we know each other so well. We know the rivalries there. We know the fan bases are really that much more revved up and into it. And we know where we're at in the division. We know it's a Sunday night football game. We know all those things. So we're excited for it, but at the end of the day, we have the same goal. It's the same goal to go 1-0 this week, but we know that everyone will be that much more excited, and so will we.
When did you realize the rivalry was kind of really important to Eagles fans?
From the jump. I knew it from the jump the second I was drafted and I got here, and you hear fans, they're talking about Dallas in the offseason. Hey, just beat Dallas. That's all people would care about, and when I go out and things like that, and so I know the rivalry's real, and again, we as players though, we just treat it as another game, but we know what's going on.
What's your most vivid Eagles Cowboys memory?
I don't really have one quite yet, but I'm sure. Let's hope it's this weekend. How about that?
Carson, we always talk about the chemistry with the receivers. You seem to have something really working with Miles coming out of the backfield. When did you kind of feel that he was going to be a difference maker as a receiver?
Yeah, from the moment we drafted him, we knew, he was a dynamic playmaker. We knew how explosive he was with the ball in his hand, how explosive he was. We saw quickly out of the backfield and things like that, and saw that he had, pretty natural hands and able to catch the ball. So we kind of knew those things were all there. We didn't know how it would, play out in games and stuff, and we're fortunate we've been able to get him on some mismatches and make some plays down the field. And, I'm confident, anytime he's out there, really any of our backs, that's a mismatch and we can take advantage of it.
Do they use their linebackers and tight ends in pass coverage a fair amount? They're pretty athletic, Van Der Esch.
Yeah, they do quite a bit. They do a lot of one high zone, a lot of they mix it up with man, and they trust their linebackers to play tight ends, running backs, you name it. So that's a good group. It's a good group, good defense, and we got to work it out.
Hey Carson, both the Vikings and
earlier this week, Doug said, you guys are going to go into Dallas and you guys are going to win, and that drew a lot of waves that he was guaranteeing a victory, which he said he wasn't doing. When you hear him say that, is that regular confidence in his team, or is that a message sent to you guys?
I think it just demonstrates confidence, and I think more than anything, us as players and in this locker room, the culture we have, we expect to win every time we step on the field. That's just the mindset that we have. We expect to, we always talk about win the day, win the practice, win each week, and so that's just the mindset and the culture that we have, and that's no different every week.
Hey Carson, both the Vikings coaches and the Lions coaches have pointed out after the game that their goal was to try to contain or take out Zach Ertz. What are defenses doing to Ertz this year, and how do you compensate for it?
Yeah, everyone's doing something different. Each week teams are playing him different and playing just different schemes against us, and so I always know that Zach's going to get his. He's going to get a handful of targets, and same goes for Dallas, same goes for Alshon Nelson, Mac, Miles. Really, we're going to get everyone involved, and that's what I think we do a really good job of. But like you said, there's been weeks sometimes they double him, they do different things, they cheat the safety towards him, they do different things, and I don't overthink that and just keep playing ball. But he's a playmaker for us, and we're going to keep going to him.
What have you noticed out of your teammates this week so far about how they're responding?
I think everyone seems good. I think that's one thing I've always been pleased with is this group, win or lose, to just go on to the next. That's the mindset we have around here. Guys get hurt, it's on to the next. The next guy up, next game, doesn't matter win or lose. And so, we have a lot of confidence, we have a lot of energy out there at practice, and we're excited for this one.
You make checks to the line. How much of it is cut and dry if you see this look? You change it, and how much leeway do you have?
Every play is different. There's a lot of stuff that Coach and I talk about quite a bit during the week. So it's never really just random stuff that we're checking to. It's stuff that we've talked about quite often, and guys are on the same page. And fortunately, it's been pretty successful for us.
Do you have a preference in terms of whether you want the ball first or to come in the second possession?
Hey, that's coach's decision. Whenever we get the ball, I know, we're going to do good things with it, and we need to start faster, obviously, but that's coach's call.
Is it hard though sitting there, with a long drive at the start of the game?
It can at times, for sure. I think, we have a lot of confidence in our defense, and, whatever coach decides, we're going to trust in him. And, we got to do a better job offensively whenever that time is that we do get the ball, is staying on the field and converting first downs and, going down and score early.
I understand you're confident in Dillard, but obviously he doesn't have a lot of experience compared to JP. What changes for you with him at left tackle as far as just the way you go through the game?
Yeah, I try not to, even last week, try not to really think too much about it. When guys get hurt in game, and, sometimes guys are coming out for a few plays, sometimes they're out the whole game, and I personally try to just not even think about it and just keep playing our game. And, if things happen, we'll make a play. But like I said, I have a ton of confidence in him, and I've seen him, not just last game, but, all through this offseason, through training camp, going up against our defensive ends, Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry, Derek Barnett. See him going up against our guys, and I have a lot of confidence in what he can do.
Do you ever follow the career path of Dak? You guys were both taken in the same year and everything like that, ups and downs and all that. Do you ever look at what he's done or anything like that?
Obviously we're in the same division, so we're pretty clued into what's going on with everybody in our division. So, yes, I guess naturally it would be the answer to that.
Carson, curious, you had a lot of success, especially in the second, third quarters, extending plays and the touchdown to Alshon. When you guys look back at that, do you say, obviously you're happy, great play, touchdown, but do you wish the route combination worked better, or do you guys look at it that way and say, wish the play would have broken the way it was designed?
Yeah, obviously when we call, nakeds, rollouts, boots, those types of things, that's the design of the play. But when you're dropping back to pass, I'm not looking to scramble. I'm not looking to improvise. But sometimes, they blow their gaps and they leave an open. They lack containment. I can get out. Things happen. Coverage is there, whatever it may be. And again, so it's not something we're looking for, but we feel offensively that when things do break down and we can extend the play, that there's a lot of big plays to be had down the field and in the passing game. So again, we don't look for it, but when it's there, we're going to take advantage of it.
Carson, now that you've had a few days here, are you any more willing to share what got you so aggravated there on the field in that play after the sack?
Which play are you talking about?
When you had to be held back. The one.
Yeah, I thought he laid on me and gave me a little extra under the pile, and I was frustrated at that point.
Carson, Mac Collins played a lot of snaps, not a lot of targets. Mike said that the ball just hasn't found him. Is there a reason for that? Is there just something holding him back, or?
I would agree with Coach. In the fact that it just hasn't come his way. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. When it does go his way, though, I can tell you I have a lot of confidence in him. When he's been asked to step up, I feel he's made a lot of plays for us, and he does a lot for us in the run game, in the passing game. We move him around to different positions quite a bit, and a lot of confidence when he's in there.
Carson, two more questions. We haven't seen much of Alshon on 50-50 jump balls. I guess maybe any opportunities. Why do you think that is?
I mean, you could argue we could, you know, go after that a little more, but, you know, that's something I know I can be better at. I can, you know, do a better job of giving them those chances, and, you know, I think that'll come.
Is it tough to throw, I mean, like those 50-50 balls, I mean, is it because you have more guys open, there's better routes to throw, or does that kind of not play to some of his strengths?
To answer your question, yes. I mean, there's always, I mean, I gotta make decisions, split second decisions every play. So, you know, sometimes that's the best option. Sometimes there's other guys and other concepts that we're building in. So, I guess it's neither here nor there on those. But I believe when we do go to him, he's gonna make that play. Thank you, guys.